One of our friend sending me this gold ore from small scale miners. But before we do it through the chemical process as your request, let's check this sample manually first with our magnifying glass, because we can't just guess that there is gold in it. So let's check manually. So what we will do is let's look with our magnifying glass, and because gold can always be seen with a magnifying glass and look like metallic form, not a crystal. So let's begin with bag number 1. So let's check this one. This rock is granite, and I see that there is a, granite is a source of gold also, but it's not much, as you can see here. Okay. It's also the same, so medium grade. So let's proceed to the second bag. And this is staining rocks, buddy boy. It's not gold ore. So let's proceed bag number 3. Wow, this is awesome. Let's take our thermagnifying glass here. Oh, very good stuff. I found a deposit in this rock. The vein here, it's very nice looking. Gold, the gold. So this rock is too heavy. Bag number 1 is a medium, and maybe we consider this one as a high grade at bag number 3. And bag number 2 is only staining rock, huh? So we keep these 4 pieces of our quartz rock, and this one will be discarded. And that is our rock exactly look like after burning. Let's begin crushing. Be sure to wear face mask and also goggles to protect your eyes. This is rocks. Smashing with our easy. Very easy. Okay, put in fire for a couple hours and make a stir every minute. Okay, stir it rapidly. So what I have here is a sodium carbonate. Let's add this couple amounts of sodium carbonate into our beaker. And dissolve it with distilled water. Stir. Then our crushed material here is added to our beaker. Then after adding our material into our beaker, then we pour this sodium carbonate to our material. boil it to our fire charcoal. At least 2 hours. The reason here, I repeat, is to remove the sulfur from pyrite, because even though this is a small amount of pyrite I've seen in my magnifying glass, but you know, pyrite is always present in gold ore. So this is the process. Then do not cover the beaker so that the sulfurs evaporate to the atmosphere. And don't forget to give a stir every 5 minutes. After almost 3 hours of heating and boiling of our material here, it's just enough to cool down and settle down our material. After I settle down and I decant the water, and rinse this of distilled water several times to completely remove carbonates. After rinsing distilled water several times, then it's time to add 35% hydrochloric acid to dissolve oxides and other metals and minerals. And stir. And leave it overnight. Then heating. Then leave it overnight. Don't worry, you never harm the gold here. Only calcites and other mineral are dissolved, and especially iron oxide. After settle down for a couple hours, because I left this jar, and this is the hydrochloric acid. And now let's decant this one by filtration. And after the hydrochloric passing through our filter cotton, then wash this one with distilled water several times. After several rinses of water, and this is our result. Clean. So we need to remove all the water here. Okay, our material here is added to our pot for drying to remove water so that the acid can do the job perfectly. Start heating. And now our material is dry. Not totally dry, but there's no water here. So what I have prepared is a 400 ml hydrochloric acid and 20 ml HNO3, which is nitric acid, 68%. And now we add our hydrochloric acid to our material to cover up. So let's put it into our plate for heating to react faster when the nitric acid is contact to our material. So let's stir. And now our hydrochloric acid is heating now, and it's time to add nitric acid. Our aquarija here is react very fast, as you can see. Fumes, that means we dissolve some metals like gold and silver here. And now it's time to cool down our solution, and we proceed for filtration. Now scrapping AA battery to get the zinc for gold precipitation. So we finished this one, and this is our zinc metal. And our solution is cooled down now, and let's filter to our filtered cotton. Filtration is taking time, and I find another alternative. This is our solution from the material, and we separate the cleaning water, which is here, and this one is a concentrated aquargia. Now I'm done filtering. This is our waste, and we filter to the next, but we clean up this one. That is our solution. Transfer our solution for another filtration. Okay, filter again. Sus. Okay, second filtration with filter cotton is done, and next we proceed to our filter paper. Lots of filtration, because our goal here is a clean solution. So we start filtering with filter paper. My plastic DIY filter panel has worked well, and that is our goal. Very clean solution, no colloidal solid. Very clean solution and unfiltered solution. As you can see, it's a big difference. Yeah. Our video is almost finished, and our filtration is done. So let's transfer the solution. And that is our goal, is clean and no colloidal solid solution. So let's take this one for heating. Heating our solution at least 60 to 70 C. Now our solution has warm right now, and let's down the solution. Now gold precipitation, we use shaving zinc metal in the dry cell battery, high purity zinc over 99%, just like that. So let's take a look if we got gold or not. So let's add slowly. Let's take a look what happened here. The reaction has started. After the strong reaction, here is our precipitation. But the color of solution is maybe white, and there's an excess zinc floating. So let's allow to settle at least a couple hours. Okay, continue working, and we filter our precipitation here. And that is our precipitation. There are some excess zinc here. Okay, filtration is complete. Shadow. We proceed for cleaning. So let's add concentrated sulfuric acid to dissolve excess zinc. And after the reaction, we slowly spray water to dilute the sulfuric acid. For the cleaning process, repeat multiple times, rinses with distilled water. Then transfer to a small beaker for easy washing. Then our black precipitation, we add hydrochloric acid. Our material has small reaction with hydrochloric acid, so let's boil this one. Okay, boiling of hydrochloric acid, just like that, at least 10 minutes. Repeat this process at least 3 times also. And allowing to cool and settle down, then decant the hydrochloric acid. Then add water for boiling. After cleaning, we capture our gold into filter paper. About the cleaning process, you can visit a complete process in my channel. I have already uploaded the video. Then add sodium carbonate. Then fire to warm up gas. Then add borax. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, this is our gold, but there is a maybe sodium carbonate, so we clean up this one. Sodium carbonate is hard to remove, so we melt again our fire clay. Oh, okay. We remove the excess. Yeah. Let's see. So let's take on our scale. One point two. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to give me thumbs up and subscribe to this channel.